Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are recreating Kylie Jenner's natural makeup routine. I'm so excited to recreate this. We're gonna follow her Vogue YouTube video step by step and see how it comes out on me. By the way, I have absolutely none of the products she used in her video, but it's okay because I'm gonna show you some of my favorite products. Let's get started.
I'm gonna start with my lip scrub, of course.
Okay, so the first thing she uses is a lip scrub, and I don't have one at the moment. We're gonna go in with my lip balm from Glossier. This one is a coconut lip balm, and it smells amazing. It tastes good too. Oh my god, look how shiny my lips are.
Okay, so me and you, we're gonna clip my hair up.
Oh, okay. I'm so excited because I have the exact same clips as her, so let's put this in our hair. Beautiful. Okay, so she completely skips over the part of skin hydration. She didn't prep it. She didn't put like moisturizer on before mixing it with the foundation. So I don't know if she did it before the video, but we're gonna do that step just because my skin is so dry. And also I just cleansed my face. I didn't put any moisturizer on it yet. So we are gonna skip right into some eye cream. I love this one from Alpine Beauty. It is so good. When I think natural beauty, natural makeup, I think glowy skin. I think I put way too much eye cream, but it's okay because extra hydration. The next thing we're gonna put on our skin, this is Alpine Beauty's Firming Syrup. Firming syrup? No. We are going in with Alpine Beauty's Firming Serum. Just a few drops of it. A little goes a long way with this stuff. This is just really good to help smooth and hydrate your skin before moisturizer. Hydrated skin is a must when it comes to natural makeup. You want to make sure your skin is extremely hydrated to give off that natural glow. Next product I am using is La Roche-Posay. This is one of my absolute favorite brands. I even use the cleanser by them, the Gentle Cleanser. It is just so good. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands, but it's just, these are my favorites. Even their SPF moisturizer, really good. The more the merrier.
I'm getting it all over my hair.
I like to drag it down my neck. Product that I have left over, I'll just put it everywhere because it's so great for your skin.
It makes your skin feel really good.
Extra hydrated. Beautiful. Now our skin is ready to begin. Actually, no, it's not ready yet. Kylie did not put the primer on. This is such a key step, the hydrating primer. This is one of my favorite primers ever. This is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This adds so much shine to my skin. I just put that much, and I'm just going to spread that out all over my face. A little goes a very long way with this stuff. My skin is feeling very glowy, very hydrated right now, so now let's get started with this makeup routine. So she blends her moisturizer and her foundation together. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go in with a tinted moisturizer. I love the KYLIE tinted moisturizer. This is one of my favorites. And I love that she, pretty much throughout the entire video, she's using her hands to spread that throughout her face. So I'm just gonna take a few drops on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna do the same exact thing and use my fingers to blend this out. I guess that's what gives that natural lived-in look, is when using your fingers. I don't want my skin to break out from doing this, but it's okay. So you could tell that this is really light coverage. You could still see my blemishes through this, but it's okay because we're gonna go in and conceal them. I feel like this was like a pretty even application. This was pretty good.
I don't know, it's like an intimate experience.
Huh?
Wow, so I think she actually uses her hands to blend it out the entire time she's doing this makeup routine. I'm gonna go in now with some House of Labs concealer. This has been recently one of my favorite concealers, and she actually places it in some interesting areas that I never have placed it before. Actually, just one interesting area. She places it above the lip. I'd never place it there, and she does just dots. I'm gonna probably place a little bit more because I have blemishes on the sides of my face. It's getting better, but I recently just broke out so bad, so we're gonna try to cover it as best as we can. So she just places a little bit in the inner corners of her eyes, on the outer corners, a dot up top, a dot right there, and a dot right below. She also places some going down her nose. So I'm gonna place a little bit more just in the areas that I have some blemishes. Usually I do go in with a brush, but she still uses her hands, so we're gonna trust the process. I'm actually excited to see if this covers my blemishes a little bit more. I'm just gonna kind of tap it into place. I feel like that's kind of working. You still see it, but it's okay. I've never put it above my lips, but I kind of like it. I'm really interested actually to do it in the inner corners. I wonder if it's gonna work and it won't like rub off all the product, because that's what I'm assuming usually, like when using your fingers is gonna take out a lot of the product we just applied. And now the outer corners. KYLIE, you're onto something. This is really giving off
Natural.
beauty for sure. Okay, I kind of like it. Let's see the next thing she does. So she uses a cream bronzer and she uses a brush to blend it out. I feel it gives off probably a much softer look. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario contour stick first. I'm just going in with the brush and taking off some of that, and she just applies it really lightly. She doesn't use a beauty blender at all, so I'm just blending it off with my fingers, trying to make it a little softer. I'm taking a tiny bit more and I'm gonna put a little on my forehead. And she's also using a bronzer. I'm using a contour first and then I'll go in because I don't have a cream bronzer. The contour has more cool tones to create a shadow, and bronzer adds warmth back into the face. I think she uses whatever is remaining just on her jawline. This is looking so good actually. So we are going to contour our nose the same exact way she does. She just takes an angled brush and creates two lines going down on both sides. Then she just applies a little more at the bottom. Ooh, okay. I'm like getting so excited. Oh, and she put some, oh, is she putting contour there? No. I don't know what she was using for the angled brush part because she ends up putting it under her eyes. I'm assuming it was concealer. I'm just going to go over my nose a little bit more, exactly how she did it, and pretend that I didn't see that part. I should put a tiny bit of bronzer on my face, just a little bit. I'm also gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario bronzer. So I'm taking such a tiny amount, like that's it. Like a very, very little amount just to warm up those areas. I'm just gonna put a little bit over my eyes too. That looks so good already. I'm just going to soften any harsh lines with my fingers.
Blends good. You can even put it over powder. You can also put it on your lips too.
I love to use the Patrick Ta cream blush. It's so good. So we're gonna use that one. I love how she utilized it and put it on her lips. She put some on her chin. I've never done that before, but we're gonna do it. She puts it on the high points of her cheeks. So I like to like smize to make my cheekbones come out a little bit more. She has a much more pink blush, but I really love this shade. It's called Oh She's Different. I feel it goes really nice with my skin tone. I'm gonna list everything down below in the caption so you'll be able to see. So she places, I don't know if it's just leftover product, she places a little bit on her chin. What the heck? This is crazy. Does this look weird or does it look good? I kind of like it. It looks like I'm sun-kissed. So she takes some of the blush, puts it on her finger, and then places it on her lips. That's so smart, actually. Why have I never tried that? Ooh, I like it. Okay, so I know she doesn't do this part, but I'm gonna slightly overline my lips. I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Actually, this blush matches this shade so well. So I'm just sticking to the natural line on my lip, and then I'll just diffuse the line with my finger. My lips need to be a little bit more hydrated, so I'm gonna go back in with my lip balm. Hydrated lips also give off that really natural look, especially when you line them, so it doesn't look like they're really lined. Let's see what else she does.
I love this Givenchy powder.
Oh, okay, so she does something a little bit different. She goes in with a beauty blender, and I think she just like kind of blends everything together, and she just gently goes over everything. I feel like I should add more blush. I'm such a blush girly. Like, I love blush. I don't think there's ever too much blush ever, so I'm gonna go in with more. Blush is the first thing to fade, I think, in everyone's makeup, so I try to always overdo the blush so it stays on longer. And then if you want it to last a little bit longer, I know she doesn't mention this, but if you go in with a cream blush, I'll always top that off with a powder blush just to set it in place. And just,
Oops, I think I put too much.
we're gonna blend that out with a beauty blender, and it's gonna soften it a lot. Okay, I think that's good. So she goes in with powder, but she does it so lightly. She uses a loose powder and then she uses pressed powder, but we are just gonna go in with loose powder for this one. And I'm just gonna go in with a beauty blender, tap some of it, and then I tap the rest into the beauty blender just so I don't apply too much. And she just goes under her under eyes. She uses very little amount. I think a little goes a long way. You don't wanna overdo it, especially if you're going for that more natural look. I'm just gonna apply a light coat everywhere. Okay, so the next thing she does is she takes a few matte eyeshadow colors. So I'm going in with my Makeup by Mario palette. She doesn't use any specific color, but she just mixes around a few round shades together. And so I'm just gonna go in with maybe these two. She'll take some from one and then mix it with another one. So we'll see how that comes out. And then she likes to kind of wing it out slightly. So I'm gonna place it here first. Now I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush and just smoking that out like that. So we'll do the same thing for the other side. Going in with my clean fluffy brush again. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I applied the little liner. Don't judge me too hard. I tried to make them as even as possible. So she does use a lip liner. It's okay, we did that step earlier, so we don't have to worry about that. So now she does her brows. She likes a really natural brow and she goes in with a brow gel. This is the Urban Decay brow gel. This brush coats your brows so well. It just goes on so easily and it really coats every single hair. She likes a real bushy brow. Oh my god, this brow gel really does work. That is the best we're gonna get with my brows. So she goes in with a highlighter, but she uses very little and she applies it with her finger. This is one of my favorite highlighters. It's the House Labs in shade Raw Amber. It is so good. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and tap it into place. I feel this could make it look like you have makeup on, so a little definitely goes a long way. She only applies it in this area, so I'm not gonna put it anywhere else.
And then I kind of like do this little wiggle, you know? Really get the product on there.
Okay, so she goes in with a little bit of mascara to her top lashes. I'm going in with my Lancome mascara and she focuses more on the outer corner of her eyes. She doesn't place any on the lower lash, but I'm gonna do just a really light coat on my lower lashes just because I love lower lash mascara. I feel it ties everything together. I do have lash extensions on, which I know you're not supposed to be putting mascara on, but they're falling out. And I think I'm just not gonna get a fill for a little bit just because I want my natural lashes to breathe. And she says she like wiggles the product on slightly. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my lower lashes too. I feel a light coat on your lower lashes won't make it look that unnatural, but if you put too much, it could change the look for sure. Just to make sure they are very natural, I'm going in with a clean spoolie and just running that through just to make sure there's no clumps. I feel like they look really good. So she goes back in with a little bit more blush and she applies it with her finger. So I'm just gonna go in and do the same thing. What do you guys think? I'm actually obsessed. I feel this came out so good. It looks so natural. I loved all her little tips and tricks and I will definitely be using this in my routine from now on. Let me know what you guys thought and if you guys are gonna try it out. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!